Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the Chronicles of Colvin. I'm Peyton Colvin, and today we have some exciting news. We got some casting news today. I got off work and decided I needed to do a video on this when I saw it. So I have an article from Variety here. Jason Momoa sets return as Lobo, sets return to DC as Lobo in Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. Says Jason Momoa is returning to the DC universe, but his reign as Aquaman has ended. Instead, Momoa has signed on to play anti-hero Lobo in Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. The superhero movie starring House of the Dragon actor Millie Alcock as a eponymous hero, also known as Kara Zor-El, is set to be the second film in James Gunn and Peter Safran's rebooted DC universe following the highly anticipated Superman, starring David Corenswet as a Man of Steel and Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane. Craig Gillespie is directing the film, which also features Matthias Schwartz as villain Krim of the Yellow Hill, and Eve Ridley as Ruthie Mary Knoll. Anna Nogueira, The Vampire Diaries, wrote the screenplay based on the run of DC Comics by Tom King and Bilquis Evely. Momoa confirmed the casting news on Instagram by sharing a quote from an interview with Fandango during the press tour for Aquaman 2, where he discussed his longtime fandom of the character, an anti-hero known for his violent and irreverent personality. I collect comics and I don't do so much anymore, but he was always my favorite, and I always wanted to play Lobo because I'm like, hello, it's the perfect role, he said in an interview. I mean, listen, if they call and ask me to play him, it's a F yeah. I haven't received that call, so I don't want to put any fake news out there, but if they ever call me and ask me to play or ask me to audition, I'm there. Momoa captioned the post, "They called." Production on Supergirl is set to begin on January 13th, with the film slated to release in theaters on June 26, 2026. Plot details are being kept under wraps, but Gunn teased that Woman of Tomorrow is much more hardcore than prior iterations of the character, who is Superman's cousin. We see the difference between Superman, who is sent to Earth and raised by loving parents from the time he's an infant, versus Supergirl, who was raised on a rock chip off of Krypton and watched everyone around her die and be killed in terrible ways for the first 14 years of her life. Gunn said last year as he and Safran previewed the first 10 film and TV titles for the new DC universe. Deadline was first to report news of Momoa's involvement. So let's go to Deadline. And they say Jason Momoa to play Lobo in Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. Jason Momoa, star of Warner Brothers and DC's Aquaman films, has been tapped to play Lobo in Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, Deadline has confirmed. Momoa has been linked to the Lobo role since before James Gunn came in to lead DC alongside Peter Safran. He's been vocal in the past about his interest in the part, and today confirmed his attachment to the role in a post on Instagram, where he screenshotted comments from a past interview. I collect comics and I don't do so much anymore, but was always my favorite. And I always wanted to play Lobo because I'm like, hello, it's the perfect role, said the actor. Momoa went on to say that should DC come around asking him to play Lobo, it would be a F yeah. Alongside the Instagram screenshot, Momoa posted a caption this morning that reads, "They called." An anti-hero known for his violent and irreverent personality, who hails from the planet Zarnia, Lobo possesses superhuman strength, regenerative abilities, and an invulnerability that makes him a formidable opponent. Created by writer Roger Slifer and artist Keith Giffen, the character often is depicted as a bounty hunter who enjoys chaos and destruction. He was first introduced in Omega Men number 3 in June 1983. Plot details for the new Supergirl are under wraps. As previously reported, House of the Dragon's Millie Alcock landed the title role after a long search, with Matthias Schwartz boarding as villain Krim of the Yellow Hill. More recently, Eve Ridley came on to play the part of Ruthie Mary Knoll. Craig Gillespie will direct from a script by Anna Nogueira. The project is based on Tom King's 2022 comic book series Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, which Bilquis Evely illustrated. DC bosses Gunn and Safran will produce, with DC EVP Chantel Nong executive producing. Production kicks off on January 13th. Warner Brothers and DC naturally are high on Momoa, given that his recent pair of Aquaman films together grossed more than $1.5 billion worldwide. Upcoming, the actor also has Warner Brothers projects including a Minecraft movie, which releases April 4th, and the live-action animated Animal Friends from Legendary. Additionally, he'll be seen in Fast X Part 2, the Apple miniseries Chief of War, and Amazon MGM's directing crew opposite Dave Bautista, among other projects. Momoa is repped by MWE and Edelstein, Laird, and Sobel. View his Instagram post below. So that's what we got. I think it's exciting. I mean, Jason was a great Aquaman. In the DCEU, it's a perfect fan cast. He definitely fits the role. He was born to play it. I'm anxious to see him in the role. There's some fan art. I mean, he just looks perfect. I mean, look at this. I mean, you don't even need to do makeup. He's Lobo. My only questions or concerns would be we still don't really know what's canon from the DCEU to the DCU. We just know that some things have happened, some things didn't happen. And that's how James Gunn is handling this. So how do you handle Lobo being Aquaman in the DCEU? I don't know how you translate that. I mean, I'm assuming we're going to have another Aquaman, but we'll see.